everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be doing my August and September movie, TV show, music wrap up. So I didn't do one for August just because there wasn't a lot of stuff going on, and besides like the Taylor Swift album, like that was like the only thing music wise that came out. But yeah, I thought I would just combine these 2 months. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So starting out with music, like I said, in August, like the biggest thing for me was the Taylor Swift Lover album coming out, and I do have a review like vlog experience of me getting the album and listening it to the first time, so you can find that up in the cards. But essentially, like I'm trying to like go through my mind, like I think that is like my favorite Taylor Swift album of all time. I think lyrically it is up to the level that Red was, but cohesively as a sound of an album it's very similar to 1989. And after listening to it for a month now, I will say that it is my favorite Taylor Swift album. So I really like it. It's so good. Like I listen to it all the time to the point where it's just like a little bit borderline obsessive. But I would have to say my favorite songs off of Lover are, I'm just going through my mind, Cruel Summer, The Archer, Cornelia Street, Death by a Thousand Cuts, Soon You'll Get Better, Daylight, and I might be forgetting something, but they'll all be listed here. But I want to know what your favorite songs are because they're so good. If I had to pick my like top song on there though, I think it would have to be Cornelia Street. Like that one I think is my favorite. But yeah, definitely is a favorite here. And then also kind of moving on to other music that I've been listening to, I've really liked the new We 3 EP. I really like Machine, and I think it's You and I. Those ones are my favorite off of their new like small album as well. Kelsea Ballerini had a new song that came out that I was so excited about, Homecoming Queen, which I really like. It's a little bit different than, like, obviously the success of Miss Me More is more like pop, so I was really happy to see that she released a new single that was a little bit kind of calmer and a little bit more mature, that had like a really good meaning as well, so I really liked that one. And then I have two from Hozier, I think that's how you pronounce his name. My sister had him on his playlist, and like I've heard his songs before, but I'd never really kind of gotten into it. But Almost Sweet Music and From Eden I think are my favorites of his, and like those ones are also just kind of fun ones to like listen to when you're driving in the car. But as you can see, these 2 months were very big on just like music in general, so it was very, very good. And then next, moving on to TV shows, like all this new shows started up this like last week of September, minus Madam Secretary, which is like the first Sunday in October, I believe. So like it was a little, like it was a lot, but I was really excited for all my TV shows. A lot of those shows like Madam Secretary, How to Get Away with Murder, Modern Family, like those ones are ending this season, so that's a little bit sad, but it makes you just like appreciate them more, and I want to kind of like go back and rewatch all of them again from like the beginning. But like those ones, The Good Doctor, I really love. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and This Is Us as well. But kind of like other ones that I've been slowly making my way through are, I'm rewatching Brooklyn and NineNine again. That's just kind of a fun one when you like, especially if I get home and I'm just like, my brain's just on overload from school. I'm like, it's a good way to just kind of relax your mind with like 20 minutes and just kind of enjoy yourself. I like the show better the second time around than I did the first time. The first time it took me like halfway through season 1 to actually start getting invested in the show and then like enjoying it, and then but even now like I liked it from the beginning the second time around. I think because you understand the characters a little bit more. And I'm still working my way through Grace and Frankie. My goal is to finish it and be caught up by the end of October, because I think their new seasons comes out in January 2020. So I want to be caught up with that. And then my parents and I rewatched the last 2 episodes of Downton Abbey in preparation for the movie coming out, which you'll hear me talk about in the movie section. But I love that show. I binge watched it during my master's, so like it was it was over a year and a half since I like finished the show, and that's how I got my parents hooked on it. So yeah, I love that show. It's one of the ones where we were saying like I'd like to go back and rewatch them again, but I think like once the movie comes out on DVD, I would like watch them all through and then watch the movie as well. Yeah, I think we also want to go back and rewatch The Crown in preparation for season 3, or just kind of like do like a little summary catch-up thing. But yeah, that's kind of it for TV shows. It was kind of all over the place just because all the new shows were starting, and then I'm kind of winding down on the ones that I've been watching online, like on Netflix. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to movies. So as always, you can follow me at LexieDM14 on Letterboxd. So as you can see, in August we didn't want them at all, but knowing everything that we know now about the Infinity Stones, like this one in particular is very important, and so I picked up on things that I didn't the first time around when I saw it. I gave them both 4 out of 5 stars. Like, they're really different, but I think they're just fun movies to watch. Then on the 6th we watched Age of Ultron, which I like better than the original Avengers. I might be kind of going against the grain there, but I like how dark it is. And I like also the introduction of Scarlet Witch as well, who's probably one of my favorite MCU characters, which I also gave a 4 out of 5 stars. And then on the 28th, I was so excited for this. We went and saw the Downton Abbey movie. I marathoned through Downton Abbey during my master's, and I just loved it. So I was super excited for the movie, and it did not disappoint. It left on a open ending, so I'm hoping that due to the success that they've had, both critically and financially, that they'll make a sequel. But if you're a fan of the film, like, this is a very well thought out kind of reunion. It's very well done. I thought they did a really good job, and it really is a gift for the fans. And then we watched Ant-Man on the 28th as well. This one isn't my favorite. I actually prefer the Wasp, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the sequel. I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Actually, it's not my favorite. I like the humor in it, but it's just kind of okay. Like I said, I like the sequel a little bit more. But yeah, I don't even know what the next one is. I think it's Civil War, which I've only seen once, and I'm really excited to watch it again. But yeah, those were all the movies that we ended up watching in August and September. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what some of the stuff you've been listening and watching to this month and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.